be a white woman, an unsuccessful one, for many decades, and it was a miserable experience. And really, the hatred of yourselves and each other is like the not seeing your power, the being afraid. Like, all you do is talk shit about each other, talk shit about yourself. Oh my God, I'm so fat.
That's all they do. I'm telling you, these white women.
But that's it. It's, I'm so fat, I'm so stupid, I'm blah, blah, blah.
Sorry.
Your kids are watching you, and they're watching you talking shit about each other, you know, raging against the machine or being silent or whatever the hell it is that you're doing or not doing, and they know that you're not doing shit for them.
That's so important. That is so important what you just said. It's really important. That's all.
We may have to add you to our team.
Oh, I would love to take a seat and join you.
No, you're not allowed to.
Okay.
Definitely not allowed.
Okay. I do have my DEI certification that I got.
Okay.
So, not saying I'm an expert, but I'm also not a novice. So, okay.
White people are starved for these conversations.
We are. We're so starving.
Yeah.
We are so starving for this.
Anyone else want to say anything?
I'll just say one thing. I'm so glad we can have these conversations, and I'll be done. But I'm just so glad that we could all get together to have these conversations. That's all I wanted to say.
Is he an actor? Are you an actor?
Oh, no.
Can you let us, we're trying to listen and trying to have this conversation.
Okay, you know, we're all acting all the time in our lives. And I think that that's part of the problem, you know? That it's like we're all trying to play a part rather than just being real and having these uncomfortable conversations. And that's what I'm always trying to tell people, especially, you know, white women, no offense. But
No, so. But see, like, you're a white dude. There's power positions, and, you know, pointing white people pointing fingers at each other is not helpful.
You know, I've been on this journey for so long, and just to see you guys at the table having this conversation has been really enlightening for me. Anyway, I got the DEI certification, and I'm just on the journey. All right, you ladies have a great night.
Decolonize yourself. Do your own white supremacy dismantling, and then you can start to bring in other people.
Can I just say one last thing? Can I just propose a toast? I mean, just raise a glass if you're racist, and that's the thing.
Cheers. Oh, I'm not racist. Let me.
To racist. Well, all the rest of it. To racist.
Am I Racist? Rated PG-13. Buy tickets now.
Wow. Wow. Who would do this? I mean, are these white women really this self-hating?
Yeah.
How is this helpful?
Well, they're having their own little private therapy group, you know, on their own dime and time. It's stupid. It is self-mutilating, if you ask me. But I think it's hilarious that he was just able to do that. How was he able to get in there and do that and then set up those cameras? And I just think it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It is. It's funny, but then on the other hand, it's like people are really gathering for these conversations to basically have these pity parties about how they have this supposed supremacy, and they have this woman there to show them how racist they are. And I'm thank God he put this movie out, and the left is going crazy behind it. They're doing everything they can to prevent people from seeing this film, even at the lowest levels. I mean, you got people out there saying that they at the movie theater saying that they're going to do everything they can to convince people not to go see this.
Right.
I mean, but I can't even believe something like this is going on.
I mean, I can, just like they have what is that? We call it mono race or one race, if you will, dorms in some college campuses, blacks only or whatever. They put white people off of the campus in the school in Seattle. They ran the professor off the campus. I think Brett Weinstein was his name a few years ago. I can believe this. But what was hilarious about that was that woman, I guess she was considering herself, what do you call it? BIPOC. White people, you don't get to white people pointing fingers at white people is not the right or not the answer, but it's okay for them to do it.
Right. And they even did the toast. They called themselves racist. I mean, I'm not racist. I'm not racist.
You heard her say that, yeah.
Now I wanted to, because this is, of course, Matt Walsh put this out, and he was kind of infiltrated this whole movement. But this is actually a real serious movement. And I have a clip just to give you guys some information behind the impetus of this. These women go around all over the country doing these talks, these dinners in white women's homes, talking about so they can acknowledge their racism. It's weird. It's crazy. Take a look at this. I have the clip here.
Mm-hmm. What is like the tangible work that these women do? They're there, they open up to whatever extent they're, allowing themselves to and receiving whatever you all are telling them. What is the desired outcome? They go back into their communities and their social circles and do what?
Talk. Stop the nonsense. I want to add, because I think we missed Indigenous and Black people are on the bottom. Okay. Talk to your husbands. These men that are creating the violence out there, these are their husbands, their sons, their brothers, their grandfathers, their uncles. So talk to those people. Talk to other white women. Open up your mouth, call a thing, and quit pretending like you don't see the violence and the nonsense. Stop pretending. Just because you pretend you don't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and look, white men are at the top of the food chain, right? They're on the throne. Who's holding up the throne? White women, right? White women are holding up the throne. Look at the numbers. 53% of white women voted for Donald Trump the first time. After Donald Trump proved himself to be a whole fascist, 56% voted for him. More. Right? So our pedagogy is white women, stop caping for whiteness, stop propping up whiteness, join gender, intersectional solidarity, and we can overthrow all of it. But it starts with you. You have.
Wow. I want to stop it. This is Marxism. This is blanket Marxism. But my question is, who would sit and let somebody tell them this? For instance, let's say if the tables were reversed, and let's say I was a racist, or no, let's say I would never have someone come into my home, and I would never attend a dinner where we're toasting to ourselves for being racist, and you're telling me that it's just backwards. It's weird.
It's self-flagellation and self-mutilation. That's basically what it is. Look, these dinners are costing, I think I read almost $3,000 a pop per person.
Wow.
Per person that attends. Okay. With these two main women, I forget their names, Regina Jackson and Sarah Rayo, however you pronounce her last name. So this, I guess, Hispanic woman and this Black woman, they are grifting. This is just another form of grifting. You invite someone into your home to come and tell them basically how bad of a person you are. That's what you pay a counselor for, and to help you work through it in a healthy way, okay? That's what you go to your priest or confession, or you talk to your pastor for. This is utterly insane. But again, I'm laughing because I think it's also hilarious.
It is.
But keep in mind that the only people who have the time and the means to do this are people who have a lot of money and really no other, I'm going to say purpose, if you will, in life. They're bored. They are bored and they have no purpose and meaning to their lives.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to acknowledge our super chatter here. Thank you so much. We have Gerard says, great show, ladies. Thank you so much, Gerard. Yeah, but again, it's just, I just can't believe people will pay to have this happen. And I hope, you know, I don't understand. This is definitely what Kamala Harris is and the Democrat Party. They believe these types of things, you know, fully. And so for a white woman to vote for this, I don't understand what the thinking is behind that. Even if you were racist, let's say you actually, you know, believe, you know what, I have some bias. You know, I do think in racial ways. Why would you think this would be the answer? I don't even.
I think it goes along with that. These are women. They have, you know, nice homes. Obviously, they want to invite other women in. They see it as kind of a sorority type, a girls thing. Doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, and it's also soft. It's easy. You know, it doesn't look harmful. It doesn't look brutal or anything. So it fits very much in line with the aesthetics. Again, these are bored people. Only people who literally had nothing to do and a lot of money to do nothing do this.
I mean, I hope you guys who are watching, I want to shout out Gerard for becoming a new member of our Freedom Seekers. Thank you so much. But I hope you guys share this video with your friends and family and show them how insane the left has gotten. I mean, who would agree to do this? You know, again, and this is the inevitable end to racial, all this race and gender talk and things like this. This is where it ends, because this is why I don't agree with it. You know, if you want to get to the bottom of any type of racial bias or racism, talk to people of different ethnicities, of different races. You know, you actually befriend these people. And you learn from one another. That's the key to ending any type of racism, any type to end, and you still won't end it. You won't end it. But it's about becoming aware of other people's, how they live, how they act. That's what you do to end any type of racism, really.
Right. What I call real people, real time, real life. But first of all, these women, these white women who are allowing this in their homes, they're not racist. They believe they are because the media have told them that they are. These grifters, other people have told them they are. And basically what it is that they are afraid. They are afraid because they don't know what to do or basically how to move, if you will, among people who don't look like them. They also have this white guilt, this false sense of guilt for the material blessings that they have amassed or that they have created with their spouses. They have this false guilt. They don't know what to do. So these two grifters are they are like honing in on that. They're using that. Yeah, they're taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and again, as you mentioned, you know, for people to even think this way, it is an ego there. You know, it's this. Again, this is why I don't subscribe to the whole idea of white privilege, because it's just like, who are you to say you have this privilege? You are better than because of your white skin, in a blanket statement of it. You know, not on individuality, but just you are just believe this blanket outright across the board for the races. Right. It's crazy.
And the irony of it is that those two grifters there, when they collect $2,500 per plate from the people, I bet they are pretty wealthy, but they don't see themselves as, you know, having this guilt, whatever. They collecting 2,500 times 10 every house, and they're going to keep going past go.
Right. And you saw where she was like, when she was doing the toast, the black lady who was leading or facilitating the group, she said, "Oh, I'm not racist." She put her cup down. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And again, as I mentioned, the left is going crazy, as they did over the What is a Woman documentary that was done by the Daily Wire. They are going crazy over this too, because people now can see the insanity behind this type of thing, and it's being uncovered. And that leads me to my next